Hello again.
Wow. Is this it?
All right. Let's see. I had people emailing questions. I had a couple people say, I can't make it, but can you answer this question? So we will do this for the recording and for Lucky Jill, who gets to spend more time with me today. All right. We have a couple of questions. All right. First one is a cult update. Everyone has been asking. So this is book 2. It is 522 pages. Again, same small print. The letter that came with it is 6 pages, small print. This is not selling the next letter. It's the next book. It's selling you on reading this one and getting you excited to consume the next one that's coming, so that then after you, I think there's 2 more after this, and then you can actually come to a meeting and become part of the secret society.
How similar are the books? How similar is the content?
Okay, so hang on one second. So first book, 3 keys instead of 1 key. Interesting. Different. So the first book was the story. So the first book was the story of the 3rd grade teacher who came up with this new way of thinking, and she taught it to her class, and the controversies and the stuff that happened as a result of her teaching the class and then following these kids throughout their lives as they applied what they learned and changed the whole world. So it was a novel, a self-help, a personal development novel. This, so far, is the story of the guy who wrote it and him figuring out stuff and teaching it to his brother. So this is more blatant in the content, and him saying, this is how you need to do X, Y, and Z, as opposed to watching these little kids try and figure it out and grow up. So it's more blatant in terms of do X, Y, and Z. There's assignments, lesson number, whatever, telling you what to do. This is, I'm on part 1, which is the self-leader secret, on how to be this self-leader and do all these cool different things that change the business you work in and change your life. Part 2 is the 12 visions and how to see the future. And then part 3 is 15-second miracles, whatever those are. Book originally written in 1985. So they've been doing it for 30 years. And interesting thing, I was able to do some digging on book 2 and found it looks like they're printing it about once a year. So they must do a mailing every year sell the first one, and then second, third. So it looks like maybe they do their recruiting thing once a year because they're printing this one once a year. And over the last 10 years, the range between printings has been somewhere between 10,000 and 16,000 copies.
Wow. So again, they haven't attached a price tag yet, right?
Well, the price tag was for I've paid for each book.
Per book, okay.
The second book, remember, was a downsell. It was down to 100. Right. So you do 16,000 times 100, and that sure beats working.
Yep.
But no, they have not attached a price tag to the next 2 books, which I'm assuming are going to be similarly priced, and then they have not attached a price tag to lifetime membership in said group.
Right.
Which I'm assuming they seem really, really smart, is not going to be cheap. Because it's lifetime membership for me and my entire family and my kids and my grandkids, and it's eternal membership. Or the green legacy, as they call it.
Did you get any response? Is this the same group that you had contacted about making some feedback on your how much you enjoyed their marketing?
I have not. Yes, it is, and I have not.
Yeah.
Maybe they're forcing me to go through the funnel first. All right. So that's one update. Number 2 is the question from Ethan. Oh, he's in an Eagles pep rally at his kids' school that his kids are in. Okay. All right. Well, go Eagles then. All right. So he had questions about doing lumpy mail surrounding the Chinese New Year and a dog-related mailing. Here, I'm going to share my screen. Okay, his first thought was send a mailer with a Chinese character necklace with the word or fortune. A letter would be included in the mailer, which I still need to generate. I'm thinking it would be a general statement about financial dogma and highlight the core elements of the brand as it relates to dogs. Would I attach the small pendant to the outside of the package or the inside? 2, send a mailer with the Year of the Dog tag mailer. All right, hang on. Chinese characters. Let me get out of wearing this. Okay, so Chinese character necklace. Next one would be send a mailer with the Year of the Dog necklace. Again, these are cheap. Grabber, $4.78 a dozen, $8.99 for 24. And then third, send a Year of the Dog laminated bookmark or stickers, $1.98 a roll. Last idea is to send a Year of the Dog laminated bookmark, include the letter discussed. If a person schedules a meeting, they receive a free copy of a book. I still need to pick a book. Chinese New Year's, February 16th. Do you think it's enough time to get it together and mailed? You absolutely could. Depends on how fast you write and how fast this stuff works. I actually like the idea of doing like a 3-step. You could do the 3-step lumpy dog mailer, Ethan. These are all really cheap. So I like that. It's the Year of the Dog. How are you taking care of your dog? You know, what can your dog teach you about financial planning, or retirement planning? Everything I needed to know, I learned in kindergarten, or everything I needed to know, I learned from my dog type of book. I'm sure there already is everything I needed to know, I learned from my dog book. It just might not be about retirement planning, but you could give them that one for now until you rewrite one that's yours. I would do a multi-step mailing. Hey, I sent you I would do the sticker, then I would do the Year of the Dog necklace, then I would do the Chinese character. Probably if you could buy I would do wealth if you get to pick. It's 24 pieces. You may not get to pick. Technically, you could not throw away, but not use any of the other ones. Wealth, fortune. Yeah, I guess you could use them all. Because if you invest well, then you can afford good doctors, and there's your health, and you have the wisdom because you learn from me, and you have happiness. And yeah, you could tie them all in. It wouldn't matter. So yeah, Oriental trading, depending on what you pay for shipping, I'll get them there relatively fast. They don't weigh much. And then I would do a 3-step mailing, hey, I sent you this bookmark. I'll give you the book when you come in. Hey, I sent you a bookmark last week. Now I'm sending you Year of the Dog necklace. Still haven't heard from you. And then the whole, hey, are you missing in action? In case I don't see you, I wanted to send you this character necklace to help you get here. But the best way to get here is to get the book when you come in and meet with me and come up with a financial dogma plan for your future type thing. Hopefully, yes. And yes, Ethan, I'm happy to refer you to my list broker to get you a list of local affluent dog owners. Okay. All right. So that is Ethan's wanting to do Chinese New Year of the Dog, lumpy mail. Do I think it would look cheesy? Yeah, but that's the point. You're trying to be cheesy. You're trying to have some personality. 90-something% of all financial advisor marketing is mind-numbingly boring, and all looks the same. You could take a Merrill Lynch brochure, take the logo off, slap a Morgan Stanley logo on it, and it's the same. I mean, you can't tell the difference. So I think you standing out and doing something clever and creative to dog owners would absolutely work really, really well. Cheesier the better. I once sent baby diapers in the mail. All right, those were the 2 questions I had emailed in. Let's see, I spent half an hour with Jill before this call, so I'm not going to go over the awesome results that she's having and the additional 4 headlines we're testing and all the other stuff we're going to do because she's heard it all already before. But what we can do is in future calls, showcase stuff that we did and how well it worked as we've done in the past that you can all learn from. Jill, you're getting quite a dose of Seth today. Any other questions?
No, I am, and I actually, just for your information, I've already reviewed the other content you had sent over to me, so I will immediately email you back with some good news on what we're going to do with that.
Awesome.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm,
Oh,
I'm
and this, incidentally, I got another package in the mail from Texas Baseball Ranch today.
oh, good. Okay, so that
So
should
if
be
that's
double
step
two.
two, it's smaller. It's not as thick as step one.
Right. That
Okay.
is correct.
And
That is
apparently, I just was so excited to see what else you were sending that the 2 week delay had me, you
was
know.
not was well, interesting though. That, but now I will say this, I did, and as soon as I got off the call, I checked with my gal about the call, so she's trying to go back and go through her stuff and find out where, if it was made, if it was a message, what might have been, because I want to find out about that. But she's often, by the time she's made that call, sometimes we've been getting people saying, I just got the package, or no, I haven't. So we've got the timeline on that about right. The question will be with us going forward talking to you is the second package timed right? So maybe if
My
you'd have,
own personal bias, I would speed it up
yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm thinking maybe if you'd have
because
gotten
I
the
honestly
call.
thought, I'm like, wow, I know Jill and Ron have sat in their private room with Dan. I know how smart they are. I feel like I've been abandoned. I was
Right.
expecting to get barrage. Yeah,
Well,
I
and I'm
mean,
wondering if the call would have helped that maybe a little bit,
to
because
hold
that
you over.
several days and just kind of held you. Yeah,
Right, to
exactly.
let me know that you're still thinking about me, because as a
Right.
consumer, I got it. And then I said, yeah, it's going to take them some date. They got to find time to watch a DVD. It's going to take them some time to read it. Not everybody reads as fast as I do. But, like, it's still been a few weeks and I haven't heard anything, which
Yeah.
I'm, so yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
so
test it.
let's put that. Yeah, let's put that on the bubble of in the inside the circle of things we're trying to do. But okay, good. Well, I'm glad that part. Now I got to find out what maybe the glitch was on the call. So I will get an answer for that as well.
Got it.
Okay, so I'm good. But yeah, I will turn around and send you an email on the other stuff.
Okay, awesome. Everybody else, shame on you for not being here. And we will see you next week.
Thanks.
Thanks.